comes to hunting, I love it all. As literally I hunt for everything imaginable, from the small stuff to the big stuff, and I'm always excited about where my next adventure will take me and what kind of challenges I'll face. One of the things that hunting does for all of us is that it provides a chance to get to know others that love the chase as much as we do. Spending time together with these folks that love hunting and shooting, learning and building new relationships from these shared experiences has been one of the things that I've enjoyed most from my years in the field. On today's show, I'll be joined by a group of friends. There's my friend Dan Tanner. Now, Dan may not look familiar to many of you, but I promise the product that Dan makes probably does. It's called Tannerite, and it's one of the things that, in my opinion, puts lots of fun in shooting. Next off, you'll see my buddies Randy Tausch and Gerald Hollum. Randy and Gerald are partners in what I call a special kind of extermination company. You see, they own and operate a hunting service located just outside of Seguin, Texas, called Night Hogs. Randy and Gerald's specialty is hunting hogs at night and using the technology that night vision and thermal equipment provide to get the job done for them and their clients. Regular viewers of The High Road have seen me hunt with Randy and Gerald for years, and I've taken lots of friends and even my kids on this nighttime mission of hog control. If you've never hunted hogs at night, you honestly don't know what you're missing.
This is definitely my first hog ever with night vision.
The next person you'll see on the show is Todd Huey. In his day job, Todd's a deputy sheriff in North Texas, but at night he is one killing machine. Todd is on the hunting pro staff for Armasight, and he's joining us to help with the goal of taking out hogs. We also meet up with some landowners that have allowed us to come to their property to help remove hogs. These folks, like all private landowners, are passionate about their land, and like most landowners in Texas, want to see feral hog numbers reduced.
Okay, take a look at this hog track. It's round. Deer track is going to be long, but a hog track is going to be round.
The High Road with Keith Warren is presented by RECONYX, Record Rack Deer and Elk Feed, Burt Coyote's Luminoc, Shadow Hunter Blinds, Elevators, DIAMONDOWN Thermal Gear, Ion Cameras, and Tannerite. The High Road will be right back.
This week on The High Road, we're going to have our hands full as the target species we go after are wild hogs. And we won't be going after these hogs the normal manner that most hunters go after hogs. On this show, we're going to use the most state-of-the-art technology and night vision equipment and thermal imaging to hunt down and kill as many hogs as possible. The equipment we'll be using is made by Armasight, and literally, when it comes to hunting and shooting in total darkness, there is no better equipment on the market. I've been shooting night vision and thermal for quite some time, not as long as you, but I'll tell you what, I'm still a little intimidated when I look at all the gear. You got to admit, it can be intimidating, can't it?
Yes, sir.
What would you choose when you say, okay, I want to get into hunting or shooting at night, whether I'm using night vision or thermal, and I'm trying to think, what do you think would be the best way to start to try to maybe explain the difference between thermal and night vision?
Well, I love thermal because I can scan a field and instantly pick out anything alive out there, from a bird to a mouse to a hog to a deer.
But no, hold on. The reason why it's picking up is because of the heat that that object, that rat or coon or pig is putting off, right?
Yes, sir. Everything else in the background, you know, is the temperature that it is outside. But living animals put off a heat, and thermal only does not show you any light. It just detects heat.
Okay, and the cool thing about thermal is that you can actually use thermal during the daylight hours as well.
day or night.
You have white hot and black hot. Explain to people what the difference is between that and why that is important now.
White hot would be anything like the living animal, anything that's producing heat will show up white on white hot. Black hot, of course, it's the exact opposite. Anything that's alive shows up black.
Okay, now let's talk about night vision for a little bit. Night vision is picking up the light from the stars. I mean, this is starlight stuff. It's driven by that, or actually from illuminators, right?
Illuminators, the moon, even a far off city if you have a cloud cover.
With the thermal, we're able to pick up the hot object and get on it, but we can't see a lot of detail now, can we?
The higher end, the 640s, you're getting some detail, but the I squared, the night vision, you have 1080p, basically high definition. You can ID the target.
And that's the reason why a lot of times we'll wind up combining this. I mean, we have thermal and we have night vision and take them both to the field, but they have two different tools. Now, on this end right here, we've basically got your spotting stuff. Okay, you got binoculars and monoculars, and you'll see some helmets out here, but enough of that. Let's go to dedicated rifle sights. Okay, these are dedicated, so which means if you have a rifle and you want to jump into the night hunting world, these will mount on any rifle. And tell them about the Zero. I mean, it's got windage and elevation.
Windage and elevation, just like a normal scope. You fire your shot, you sight it in just like a normal scope.
One thing that you can wind up doing when you mount your night vision dedicated scope on your dedicated rifle, the one thing is you can sight it in during the daytime as long as you leave the cover on it.
You have the little pinhole and you can use it in the daytime.
Let's talk about in a situation where it is very dark outside. There's no moon. I mean, it is so black you can't really see your hand. Tell them how we're able to actually be able to see so well.
We would use external IR illumination, which is invisible to the naked eye. The animals can't see it, but it will look like a regular spotlight.
Well, it's a flood. You can go from really tight to wide, and so you can
and brightness too.
Yes, and so what you're able to do, you're able to adjust it. This is like an invisible flashlight. You won't be able to see it unless you have your night vision on. But the thing is, I want to talk about guns right now. Okay, because what you've got, your guns, these are your rifles. Your rifles are completely different than my rifle. Okay, I am shooting a standard bolt action rifle. You are not, okay? But this equipment works just as well on a bolt gun as it does an AR type gun. Tell them why you shoot this.
I shoot gas guns because I'm doing eradication for several large ranches. So I need multiple rapid shots accurately.
Let's just say you don't have a dedicated rifle. That all you have is you just have one rifle, okay, and it's a bolt gun. This right here is a bolt gun, and you'll notice on it, it has this unit right here. This is what we call a clip-on, okay? And what it's done is taken a standard daytime bolt action hunting rifle, and it's turned it into a nighttime killing machine. And simply by literally, it doesn't take 15 seconds, but 10 seconds to clip this unit on. It doesn't change the zero at all. I crank the power all the way down on this. I turn it on at night, and I can absolutely shoot at night just as well as I can during the day. And what it's done is taking my bolt gun and affordably turning it into a nighttime gun. So I don't have to have a dedicated rifle like what you have here to go out to the field. And again, this is just the coolest stuff. I mean, it is cool equipment. This is all Armasight equipment. Armasight is the leader in making night vision and thermal equipment, and they're stepping in. I mean, they've been helping the guys in the military for a long time. All right, and now they're stepping into the hunting world, and they're taking that technology from the military world and bringing it to guys like us that are hunting, whether they're eradicating hog populations or trying to find a specific animal, and giving us the tools that we need to not only get our job done, but have a lot of fun doing it. So I hope that's helped you get a good basic information, knowledge of this stuff. And I think now it's time to hit the field and see if we can show them how it works.
Sounds good.
The High Road with Keith Warren is presented by Armasight, the titanium vacuum sealer. Supercharged Scent Killer by Wildlife Research Center, 99%. BSA Optics. CAMO Adult Precision Air Rifles. Texas Hidden Springs Ranch and Gravedigger Broadheads. The High Road will be right back. Tannerite brand binary exploding rifle targets presents viewer feedback.
This one comes to me from a guy by the name of Jerry. He's out of West Virginia. Says, howdy Keith, love your show and your videos look outstanding. I want to film my hunts and I need a recommendation as to what kind of camera you'd suggest. I'm on a tight budget, by the way. Thank you, sir. Jerry, we're all on tight budgets, man. We want to spend more money on bullets and broadheads and everything else. So as far as cameras go, if you want to just video your own personal hunt, the Ion camera is what you need. It is real simple. You just turn it on and it gets everything. They're affordable. They're available everywhere. Sporting goods stores. I mean, heck, you can go anywhere and pick up an Ion camera. So as far as I'm concerned, for the money, it's the best value out there, and you'll be really shocked at how good your video is going to look with the Ion camera. Before we take this state-of-the-art equipment out and go to work on the feral hogs, it's important for folks to understand just how many hogs there are in Texas and how big of a problem feral hogs are causing. From some estimates, there are more than 4 million feral hogs in Texas. What's worse, feral hogs cause millions of dollars of damage to agriculture, and without hunting, there seems to be little that can be done to slow down the population explosion. Because feral hogs in Texas are causing such a problem, they can be hunted anytime, day or night. And in order to hunt hogs in Texas, a person does need to have a valid Texas hunting license. Now don't get the idea that hogs are not smart, because that couldn't be any further from the truth. Hogs have great senses, especially their sense of smell. That's why any successful hog hunter will do whatever it takes to minimize human odor. Because once a hog gets the slightest whiff of a human, they're gone and they won't come back. With hogs being hunted hard in most parts of Texas, they're wising up, and so are the hunters. That's why we're taking advantage of the most technologically advanced night vision and thermal imaging ever developed. The products that we use to hunt down hogs at night are made by Armasight. The rifle I'm using is a Savage bolt-action rifle. Now, you'll notice the barrel. You'll say, that isn't a typical Savage barrel. It's an integrally suppressed rifle barrel. Got a BSA 3.5 to 10 scope on here with a 50mm objective lens, and this is a great gun for during the day. I take a clip-on unit made by Armasight, and it has a little sleeve on here. I simply take it right here on my scope, torque this down, just like that, and voila, I have one night vision unit attached on my scope. It does not change zero. It's one night-killing son of a gun.
The High Road with Keith Warren is presented by Walls Outdoor Goods, Liberty Safe, OILFIELD CAMO, Savage Arms, OpticsPlanet.com, DARTON Archery, VORTEX Rangefinders, Supercharged Scent Killer by Wildlife Research Center, 99%, Castle Rock Outfitters, and Gerber.
All right, I know it is black dark, and matter of fact, it's really tough to be able to see where this thing was shot, but it was shot right at the base of the head, the base of the ear, exactly where it was supposed to be shot. And I mean, with the night vision equipment, I mean, it is absolutely amazing that it really takes it to a different level, doesn't it? Oh, it sure does. I mean, the deal that I wound up finding out that, I mean, this is my daytime rifle, and what you can see right here is that I've got an infrared illuminator on here, and this is a clip-on. And this clip-on unit right here just clips onto, this is just a standard rifle scope, but with a clip-on right here, this is a clip-on night vision unit, and it will wind up taking this daytime rifle and turning it into a nighttime killing machine.
As we've seen.
As we have seen, and this is a really good one right here. I mean, we've got so many hogs out here, and it is they're destructive, as you can see. I mean, we've seen all kinds of rooting activity and all, and the night is young, and the good thing about it is the drizzle has kind of stopped a little bit for now. So we'll go out and see what we can do, but it's a great night to hunt. And the thing about pigs, pigs get smart real fast, and the best way to take them out for smart pigs is going to be using the latest and greatest night vision and thermal equipment. I mean, you can see what it does. So anyway, this is good. We'll get this back to the truck and keep on our adventure. On today's show, we've highlighted some of the most technologically advanced night vision and thermal equipment ever made. And you've gotten a glimpse of how incredibly effective Armasight equipment is for the hunter who wants to hunt under the cover of darkness. Over the next few months, we'll be showing you some incredible hunting action that we've been able to capture on video thanks to the Armasight equipment. Honestly, I had no idea that when we started out on this journey of nighttime hunting, that it would be such an incredible experience. In the past, hunters could only dream of being able to do what we're able to do now with this high-tech equipment made by Armasight. For more information on Armasight equipment, log on to Armasight.com. And if you've ever thought of purchasing night vision or thermal vision equipment, I highly encourage you to visit my friends online with Optics Planet, where you'll find the most knowledgeable sales staff in our country when it comes to night vision and thermal vision equipment. You can contact Optics Planet at opticsplanet.com. To go on a night hog hunting adventure you won't ever forget, contact my friends with Night Hogs at 210-884-7311, or you can look them up online at nighthogs.com. And before we leave today's show, I want to let you know that during the course of the next 6 months, we'll be giving away some incredible night vision hog hunting trips using Armasight equipment. If you'd like to register to win one of these upcoming night vision hog hunts, you'll need to be a fan of our Facebook fan page, where we will announce each time that you can register. So make sure and head over to our Facebook fan page and become a fan. Until next time, make sure that no matter where you hunt or how you hunt, always stay true to the real reason that we're in the field in the first place. It's always about the joy of the hunt.
High Road with Keith Warren is presented by Armasight. Ion Camera is the official sport camera used to film the high road.